All right, guys, welcome to Align Healing Center with the one and only CEO, CFO, CMO, Luna Hernandez.
Hello, nice to be back. Thank you for having me again.
Of course, of course. So, this is the first episode, right?
Yes.
So this is the first of many. And what do you want to get through with, your podcast overall?
I want a space where not just my clients, but people who don't know who we are just kind of find out what we do, what we're about, our vision, our mission, different health tips, something that I can reach a broader audience. And maybe some people live in the state and we can just share that education and wisdom with them as well.
Nice. Because you are a business owner.
Yes.
You own your business, but you're also a practitioner. Like you do the art as well. So
yes.
you're
I'm
in there.
Hands-on, yes.
Hands-on. Literally hands-on.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you find like yourself balancing between the two? Because one, you gotta, be hands-on with the clients, service them, and then also run a business where you're responsible for other people, not just you.
One of my lessons I learned was to delegate. So besides having now a great production team, I have a great business manager that helps me.
Nice.
There's a lot of tools now with technology too that helps, but it can be in the beginning very overwhelming. So the best advice I have for anyone who's getting started is don't be scared to delegate.
Nice.
I think focus on what you can do now, but as my company grows, I want to step more into the administrative side, education side, and, then bring more people, pass the torch to newer therapists.
Yeah, and talk about delegating, because I know especially when it comes to massage therapy and, doing facials and everything else that you offer, how do you balance between doing everything yourself and then delegating to other people that maybe, aren't you, don't have as much experience, or maybe that your clients just get used to you? How do you MacGyver that?
I think this is when the important part of having structure in your company comes into play. So, for example, it is hard to have someone that's been with me years to try someone new, but I just let my clients know that everyone's trained by me. Right. Someone who comes to me, I take them from 0 to 100, the whole steps. So I do encourage you to have your own style, but still lead with kind of the same process that we do each treatment. So it's kind of tailored the same. But yeah, so I do try to pass the torch to the other therapists. But, it's hard because some people do favor you.
Of course,
they come to you because they like you. So it is something that, it's hard, but eventually I will fully retire.
Yeah. So what is the mission of Align Healing Center?
The mission is to have a place where people can come and not just feel good just with their body. It's mind, body, and spirit. So when I started working in the medical field, I always saw that we would just heal one part and everything else would kind of fall out of place because the mind follows the body and also emotionally, if you're not right, you're not going to feel good physically. So I want a place where people can feel good, mind, body, spirit, and that's kind of what we want to integrate. And if you look at the logo, it kind of has a representation of that. Our logo represents the way the universe moves its energy. It's all in one direction. So if you take a flower and divide it, and if you take the way everything circulates, it's a symmetry. So my media person, my logo guy, he did this representation of the logo and then turned it into a flower. So that's what that stands for.
It's the Fibonacci, right? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, I like it.
So it's kind of representation of alignment within yourself. Yeah. And that's what we look to achieve at Align Healing Center.
Love it. And what inspired the creation of Align Healing Center?
Like I said, I wanted to create a place where people can just come to a one-stop shop and feel aligned with themselves. Like, okay, I have, body pain and now I want to look good, aesthetically. And now I'm finding difficulties emotionally. So we've had Reiki therapist as well, which helps with the emotional side.
What's it called? A Reiki?
Reiki. So it calms the body more. It's becoming more popular now, almost like acupuncture.
And how does that treatment look like? Or how does that work?
There's different ways of doing it, but most of the time it's non-touching. So we use our own energy to remove the other person's stagnation. And the way I got introduced to it was I was in college. One of my teachers was a Reiki master, and he knew exactly what was wrong with my joint without me telling him.
Really?
Yeah. And he performed Reiki on me, and I felt lighter.
Wow.
Immediately after. So me coming from a medical side at the beginning, I didn't really believe in this. I thought it was very
hocus
woo-woo.
pocus, yeah.
Yeah. But then when I started doing treatments on people, they will come for the same exact thing, person A and person B. And then one person would drain me and the other person would like energize me.
Oh, wow.
So I started finding out.
So wait, you did Reiki with two different people?
No, I did massage therapy.
Oh, okay.
But I would do the same exact massage to two different people. And I would feel one person would like drain me and another person would just lift me up.
But that's you giving the massage.
I'm giving the massage.
Oh, wow.
So, but then I started to think about this, like, why am I feeling like this? And then I started looking more into, the different type of holistic healing. And they don't really teach you this in medical school. This is more from, Eastern medicine. And there's more to it. And in Chinese medicine, they believe that everything's connected as a whole.
Oh, wow.
So then I started learning about that. I had issues with my own, gut, and I started healing myself through natural remedies. And then I started exploring ways to heal myself without medication. And I just wanted to integrate that to my patients. Wow. Yeah.
Amazing. That's amazing. And then what is the vision for Align Healing Center?
The vision is to have people come in and feel transformed. It's not just about one treatment. It's about transform themselves, for us to treat them as a whole, for them to feel their life is in balance. And then not only them depending on us, but them having the education, how to continue that and to grow on their own.
Right. Yeah, that's key because, there's a lot of stuff that goes through our minds and our bodies, and sometimes your body will hold stress in different areas of your body. And I know that, they both are very connected. So if you can somehow relieve the stress that's trapped in your body, it'll help the mind and vice versa, right?
Yes.
So what are some of the treatments that you guys offer that helps this?
Well, like I said, we do offer Reiki.
Mm-hmm.
We do offer the most important one is the acupuncture. The acupuncture really taps into a deeper level. Although massage is very beneficial, the acupuncture can really get into different channels of the body and the different pathways. And they look at it kind of like having a dam in a river. Mm-hmm. It stops the flow of energy. And once that flow stops, then you start having other symptoms. Energy is off, your mood is off, maybe your fatigue, pain, and and then we just think about what we're feeling. We don't know where it's really coming from.
Right.
And like you mentioned earlier, is a lot of things is looped into emotional, and we don't know how to process that emotion correctly, and it gets stuck in our muscles.
Yeah.
So we just think, oh, I have a pain in my neck, but it could be coming from financial stress. It could be coming from relationships, but we don't know how to process that. And then if you dive in deeper, it goes into like trauma that we never really released as we were little. Now that gets stuck in the body. And then, unfortunately, if we go completely out of balance, that's how it's a window that opens for diseases that come in. Wow. And that's what we want to prevent. We want people to just be always in a good homeostasis, always balanced, so we don't get into that open window of disease.
That's true. And I remember when I was shooting for the doctor, the acupuncture, the girl who was, getting the treatment, I think it was one needle that I forgot where it was, but she, put it on her and then she started tearing up.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh my God, I don't know why this is happening."
Emotional
Like, yeah.
release. Yeah.
And the doctor was saying, like, "Oh yeah, this is normal. This is happening. Like it's a thing. It's a normal thing." So
Yeah.
it's amazing how the acupuncture could release that emotion
Oh yeah, absolutely.
from a
And
skinny little needle.
yeah, it taps into the different pathways as I explained. And you do get the same with massage, but I feel the acupuncture goes a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
That's why if you can combo both, it's even better. Because what we do, we release a lot of things through the soft tissue. So you store, like I said, a lot of emotions in the soft tissue. But then the acupuncture goes right into the nerve. So it goes even deeper. And the cool thing about acupuncture, you feel it like weeks later. You can come for a session today and the weeks pass by and you're still releasing.
Wow.
So that's why it's very powerful. A lot of warriors used it, very ancient times before they went out to war. So, and it still works currently. Wow. So besides the acupuncture, obviously the massages are good. We do different types of massage. And as I said, the Reiki as well.
And what values drive your company?
We value definitely building a community and really taking the time to create treatment for each person.
And what impact do you want to make in the community?
I really want to make a change. I really want to be known for a company that instills, as far as transformation, education, being innovators of holistic wealth. And I believe there's a big revolution in the health industry. A lot more people are now being more driven to holistic health than the medical, which I believe both are necessary. So what I really want to merge is my medical background with the holistic to create treatments and transformation for people to feel better.
It's amazing. And what makes you guys different?
What makes us different is I believe we have the heart into it. Everyone that works with us, not just random people, they're handpicked by me. And they really have to have a passion as really strong as mine to really serve and be compassionate with people, help people, inspire them. So it's more than just coming in and
going through the motions.
Yes, you've probably been to places where you just feel like a number. And that's exactly what I don't want. I want them to feel like we care. We're here for you. We want you to unlock your best version of yourself. And again, through transformation and education, having them, I think it's more powerful, just like the old Bible verse, teach a man to fish. So I want to teach people to take initiative, to believe in themselves. And a lot of it comes with, the whole journey through health of finding themselves, becoming their best version. And sometimes it does start physical and, the mind follows.
Right.
Or sometimes they can just have that mental transformation and then they take initiative to transform
100%.
physically.
100%.
But both of them are tied in, and we want to be there, just always having their support.
Definitely. And where do you see Align Healing Center in the next 5 years?
Oh, it's really exciting the next 5 years. Obviously, I want to have more locations. I want to have an academy. I want to have digital courses. I want to be able to almost 20 years of knowledge in here, share it with the world, and also help therapists, maybe launch their own business. I don't know if I'll franchise, but I'll definitely have different locations. So I want to also have different treatments that will accelerate the person's transformation. And it's really exciting because I try to keep up with the market of having new treatments. Things are coming out. And
new science comes out of different treatments that people are using.
So that's where we're going to evolve. We might evolve, have more different type of treatments.
Yeah.
It's just I want able to get our patients from where they are to where they want to be a lot faster. Right. And one of the exciting news I have is for the month of July, we've partnered with a medical company, and we're going to be providing medical weight loss solutions.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's going to help their transformation even more. So peptides, GLP-1s, hormone therapy. We're going to be doing transformation programs.
Nice.
And we're going to be starting to film this soon. So
Awesome. Yeah.
people can follow us and see.
Follow the journey and everything.
Yeah. And you can see we're going to have a few people get started with us, and we're going to take them through. It's going to be a 4 to 6 week transformation journey. And it's going to be different modalities, nutrition plan. The accountability is going to be there. So we really want to.
Yeah, I think that's important. It's not just, taking the medicine and leaving them to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because the other stuff around just the medicine is very important, because that's going to help them to, create the healthy habits.
Exactly.
I think it's real easy to just be like, oh, I'm taking it, I'll be all right, and I don't have to worry about nothing else. It's like a magic solution.
Right.
But I think what's important too is, like you said, the treatment around it, the nutrition, the workouts, even supplementation, because you have to make sure that the other stuff that, is balanced in your body.
Right. And this is the biggest thing with a lot of people that have gone through these websites that they just order and they just take it, and there's no follow through, there's no accountability. And then they just either get off of it and gain all the weight back, or they just say that the medication didn't work. But I think it's important, if you're taking something so powerful like this, that you have the accountability, that you have a good nutrition plan, because this should be a tool in your toolbox, just like everything else.
100%.
So we, I didn't mention this, but we also have a biofeedback machine that we're going to start using, which lets us know if you have any malnutrition. So if you're low in iron, or you need to supplement, it's going to tell us what's going on. So I think it's important to have this first data, so we can see from the data, okay, let's get you on these supplements so you're balanced. Because if you don't have the right supplementation and you get on a peptide, you're not going to have any really good results.
Yeah, I think that's very important.
Yeah.
Because you got to know what's going on before you start trying to fix things. Maybe it's not broken and you're trying to fix it with something else.
Just like a car, when you go to get it checked, you want to make sure you're fixing the right part of the car.
You got to pay that inspection fee. All right? Don't get mad at the inspection fee, all right? It's just part of it, trying to look out for your car.
Yeah.
But you're trying to look out for the individual.
And this is like going back to the other question, what does the future hold? So we'll have access to these type of, technology machines, so we can get the client to a more faster result-driven program.
Awesome. And Luna, what do you want Align Healing Center to be remembered for?
For the lives that we've transformed, for being innovators, for being a source of a company that works from the heart, and we truly love what we do. And it is tough, like running the business, but when I see someone and how much they appreciate what we do and that we've changed their lives, then that's really why I love doing what I do. And I want to share that with as many people as possible.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And to touch a little bit on your background, you said that you come from the medical field?
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about that. Where did you come from, and then how did you pivot into what you're doing now?
Well, to make a long story short, I actually started my career in graphic design.
Oh, really?
I'm an art major, yes. And then life happens. I didn't go to art institution. My parents were getting divorced and decided to stay home and help my mom. And I did community college, my courses, and then I love helping people.
It's in your nature.
Yes, I just love helping people. So I did a CNA, Certified Nurse Aide program. I love that. And then I moved to Florida, and I was like, okay, let me just finish what I started in Connecticut, which is where I'm originally from. And I decided to do a nurse practitioner program. And I started that. And then as I was doing that, I was like, okay, I had a change of heart. I changed a few times. I was like, okay, I'm going to do nutrition now. I'm like, no, nutrition's not good. I'm going to do physical therapy assistant. And then I just did massage therapy, and I got my training and personal training certification.
Yeah.
And when I was young, I realized, like, okay, I may have a problem because I love starting courses.
You're just a course starter.
Yeah, they call it shiny ball syndrome. It's like, oh, shiny ball here. Yeah. But eventually I realized everything that I learned from the programs, it ties into what I'm doing now.
Wow.
So I'm grateful for it. You know,
Right.
I never imagined I would be doing this. I thought I
Right.
was going to be a nurse practitioner or a doctor, but here I am. And I'm happy life took me to those
Yeah.
different avenues and landed where I am now because I always tell my son, definitely if you're going to do something for the rest of your life, make sure it's something you love to do.
Right. So yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense after, right? When you connect the dots looking back. But I'm sure like going through it, anybody can attest to this. You kind of go into the direction of you think what you want to do, and then sometimes it's not really what you hope for, and
Right.
then you try something else, and then sometimes even that's not what you hope for. But I think eventually you end up where you need to end up, and all the dots eventually they do connect and they do make sense.
Yes, because I mean, I'm not an RN, just to clarify that. I'm an OPN. I kind of felt bad at myself for not being able to finish the RN.
Mhm.
So I never used to tell anyone I was a nurse.
Okay.
But the knowledge people are like, so how do you know this? Oh, I went to nursing school. I'm an
Right.
OPN. Oh, and so that they're like, you should tell people that you are this type of
Right.
certification because it does help.
Of course.
It does bring the,
Yeah, you're not just a random out here
yeah.
trying to heal
So then
people.
I
Yeah.
started just telling people that, this is who I am, this is what I do, and my background. And all of it really wraps in together when I'm doing like a one-on-one consultation.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the person and what's going on, even the personal training. Someone walks in, maybe you still do it. You look at them, it's like, okay, your shoulders,
Sometimes we're like, you need to work out your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like your pelvis is
Quads are
tilted.
looking small, bro. Come on, man. Lock it.
So all of it plays in
Of course.
together. And so I'm trying to put that all into a package so I can not only inform the client, but
Yeah.
also teach this to the new staff I have,
Right.
what to look for, what little is the details I feel on how we work that makes us different. Because some other places, they don't really care or look
Right.
at those details.
Yeah. Just another number for some
Yeah.
other people. So, Luna, to wrap up, if you had one thing that you tell someone who maybe is going through a stressful time in their life, maybe they say they tried it all, what would you recommend them to try? If they're stressful, they're not really exactly happy, maybe they don't feel aligned, what would you recommend?
I'd recommend to start with coming into a facility. It doesn't have to be a line healing center, but it can be. I would say come see someone that is like us and then someone that can treat them as a whole because we really like to figure out what is the root cause of why you're feeling like that. If it's something emotional, it's going to manifest in your body. And in the future we would like to offer services for the emotional support. Right now it's just the Reiki, but sometimes I'm working, I do both type of therapy.
Right, yeah.
But my suggestion would be come in, find a treatment that makes you feel better. If it's massage, you're coming in, you're getting your massages and that's helping you emotionally release, that's helping your body feel better, then continue on that path. And then it may evolve into you getting another service. If it's the facials, if you feel like your best self, for women, sometimes it's getting their hair done.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that really fills up your cup, do that service, and then definitely if you come see us, we're going to find out what's going on. We're going to dive in if you want to go down that path.
Right.
And then we're going to help you start your journey there.
That's amazing, amazing. Well, there you have it. Episode 1, Align with Luna. Subscribe, guys.
Subscribe, align your life with Nurse Luna. Look forward to seeing you guys on our next episode.